Hello, color palette number 2. So if you've chosen the beautiful smoky, I looked at it as whimsical color pattern. I want to say that the blessings that are coming in for you are coming in, unlike number 1, what it was very quickly and chaotic, quick and chaotic. For you, I kind of feel like the blessings that are coming in for you are just very soft. And soft because you may have recently gone through so much. And Spirit is like, so we don't overwhelm. We don't overwhelm because this person has probably been through a lot recently. And there's this need to kind of be gentle with you. Even I feel like that I need to whisper, right? To be gentle with the message, to be gentle with your heart, to be gentle with my words and how I speak to you. So I think with Spirit, the blessings that you'll receive will be all about being very gentle to you, very gentle. And even the cards that I was drawn to were angel cards. And now I'm trying to decide between 2 different angel decks, and I think I'll just use them both and combine them. But the one that I decided to go with is the Angel Tarot, and I think I may also use the other Angel Tarot, one by Jane Wallace and one by Doreen Virtue. So I also want to say to go very gently on yourself, right? To try not to be hard on yourself or be overly abrasive with yourself. Try not to be over judgmental of yourself. And I even feel very emotional about it. You've been through some shit and you're coming out on the other side. And it is time for you to really start being gentle with yourself in many ways, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually gentle. Because when your blessings start falling upon you or coming in, they're going to come in very gently, and you're going to want to be in a position to where you're able to notice them and embrace them. So let's see what the Energy Oracle has. By the way, that was Door to Spirit and Envy. So your communication with Spirit coming out on the other side of this chaotic or maybe even traumatizing moment will be open. And this will be a time of growth for you. And there may be people around you who are unhappy with your growth or the blessings that you're about to receive or step into. So take note of that. So let's see, what do we have? All right. So we have Archangel Gabriel, and this is the Archangel of the throat chakra. Being open, honest, tooting your own horn is okay. I love saying that with that card because he's holding the horn, right? He's the one that kind of I don't know if he is the angel that blew the horn to call all the other angels home, but it kind of feels like he is saying, don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to tell everyone how you feel. Don't be afraid to speak your wants, needs, dreams, and desires. Don't be afraid to let the world know what you want, right? Because you're coming out of a time of a learning period, a learning process, and it has been very, very hard on you. And the center card, I kind of feel everything revolves around that, right? Appreciation and recognition, and knowing that you are seen, knowing that you are heard, knowing that there are those around you who, even though there may be some who are envious, there are those around you who want to see you blossom. There are those who want to see you mature into someone who lives the life of their wants, needs, dreams, and desires. And I think the thinking woman is like on the verge of that, right? She's on the verge of transformation. She's on the verge of growth. She's on the verge of ascension. She's picking up books and learning everything that she needs to know about the path that she is on. So when she ultimately receives those blessings, when you ultimately receive those blessings, you know exactly what to do and how to do it and who to help and how to speak to others and how to communicate and what needs to be done and what needs to be said, and even when contracts are signed, right? You it's almost like you're taking a course, and what I need to know when blessings are bestowed upon me. And Spirit says, well, what you need to know is that not everyone will have your best interest. There will be some people who will be envious over your success. There will be some people envious over what you have been able to achieve for yourself. So these are the things you're going to need to know, and these are the things you're going to need to learn, and so you're learning them. And each step that you ascend, each step that you take up is something new, something different. So it's almost like you're going to school, right? But it's not, it may be a physical school, but it also may be a school of teaching yourself how to heal, and teaching yourself how to be open to spirit, and teaching yourself how to connect with your angels and your guides and divine, and also teaching yourself how what you say matters, and how you express yourself matters. When you speak about yourself and when you speak about others, that goes out into the universe and it reflects right back onto you. So remember that if you want people to be gentle on you, then you also must be gentle on other people, because we never know what someone else is going through. Even those envious people who want us to fail or who don't want to see us succeed. So let's see what the angels have to say. But you're blossoming, you're growing. There's a transformation coming, and you're all for it. All right. Look, see? Release. Archangel Azrael. We have the end of a phase or situation, spiritual, I just can't make it up, spiritual transformation, and it's time to move on. And then we have the dreamer, Archangel Metatron, a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. So like I said, you're ascending, you're transforming, you're transitioning. Remember, the words that you speak and what you think matter. These things go out to the universe and they reflect back on you. So remember that there needs to be an end to this phase. You're coming out of a really hard time, and there needs to be an end to that really hard time, because if you were taking all of that energy that you went through during that hard time and you're carrying that with you, it's going to be very difficult for you to step in or transition into these new opportunities. It's going to be very difficult for you to follow that dream or take that leap of faith, because you'll always have the burdens of what you went through. You'll always be carrying that around. So you have to let some shit go. You have to release, and you have to move on if you're serious about stepping into this spiritual transformation and this ascension that is about to be bestowed upon you. And these are the gifts that I was talking about earlier. All right, here we go. Oof, look at that. I'm telling you. 3 of Earth, the power of creativity. I just need my glasses because that just came. I just cannot see that. All right. Oh, recognition for a very high quality work. Got it. And be a team player. So the 3 of Earth is about communication. The 3 of Earth is also about collaboration, right? And there may be some people that you are working with or collaborating with. I just want to point out the major arcana cards here. There may be some that you are collaborating with and working with that are helping you in this moment of ascension and towards your dreams and desires, toward this leap of faith opportunity, toward this spiritual transformation. And when I say towards, we have the time to move on and release by Archangel Azrael. So, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. We're talking about releasing the fears that have been holding you back. Archangel Azrael talks about time to move on, and the moon talks about a time to release. Both of these, the beginning and the end, here in this top row, talk about releasing, 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 working with others and taking that leap of faith, trusting in yourself, trusting in spirit, following your dreams. Your time of, it almost feels like your time. You know, they talk about how when we go through spiritual transformations, it's all about the dark shadow of the soul kind of thing. It talks about dealing with things that have happened to you in your past that have been holding you back, and you really stepping into that and allowing yourself to heal from that no matter what it takes. I kind of feel that this may be what you're going through. And a lot of people see it. A lot of people see it. There's this energy of collaborating with others and talking to others, and others appreciating you and recognizing you for the work that you've done, for being that team player. There may be some ideas that these people will pitch to you that may not be, that you may not be in alignment with, but you can speak your truth, be appreciated for that, and speak on what your ideas are. You don't have to be afraid of that any longer. It kind of feels like before you were afraid to speak your truth. You were afraid to acknowledge that you deserve appreciation. You were afraid to acknowledge that that you had a voice, and now there's no need to fear that. Now there are people around you who respect your voice, who appreciate your voice, and who are here to listen to you. And when I talked about incorporating the other angel deck, here we go. Okay, so the first card we had is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is talking about trusting. Yes, and the Judgment, right? So trusting that you have been able to release your past, trusting that you're stepping into a time now of manifestation, stepping into a time now of following your dreams, stepping into a time now of taking that leap of faith, stepping into the time now of releasing the past that may have held you back for a really long time, stepping into a time now of it's like pulling back the curtain in the land of Oz and realizing the reality of who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, and the power that you hold within to get there, right? And the Knight of Pentacles, it's just about trusting that this movie, and the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving card, right? It's very slow. It's the only knight in the tarot that doesn't move. So this is about taking it slow. This is about enjoying the ride. Enjoy your moment of release. Enjoy your moment of opportunity. Enjoy your moment of collaboration. Enjoy your moment of insight, psychic insight, spiritual insight. Enjoy your moment of being recognized and appreciated for who you are and what you bring to the table. Recognize, appreciate. This is a phoenix rising out of the fire here. This is an angel coming out of the ocean, but a phoenix rising out of the fire. Look. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, comfort. So we have the moon. Again, this talks about balance and stability. It talks about releasing from what's holding you back, paying attention to your dreams. And there's a new path being laid out here for you, and that new path puts you in a time of comfortability, a time of success, a time of recognition, appreciation. But we also have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is this kind of feeling like there may be somebody out to manipulate a situation, right? So when we talk about looking behind the scenes and trusting your intuition, looking behind the scenes and trusting your intuition. If there's someone comes into your energy really, really quickly and they are trying to make promises or trying to wishy-wash you and shit like that, ask yourself why. If this person never had anything to do with you before, but now because you're coming into all of this magnificence, they want something to do with you now, why? Pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams and read the room. So we're going to go back to this deck. grab a couple of cards out of here, and then we'll move on to the spell casting oracle. Oh, look at that. The Nine of Air. So, you know how when we come out of a time of transition, transformation, and chaos, sometimes when we are in this position of releasing and letting go, we have these thoughts about maybe things won't change. Maybe we have this little setback, because when we go through healing, a healing process or a transformational process or a spiritual awakening, there are always these moments that our ego tries to set us back, tries to put us in a headspace of expecting the worst, and then we kind of our insecurities come back, and we start thinking about that, and the doubt, and all of those things that, you know, people have always said to us, we're not good enough, and we're unworthy, and all of that chaos, right? But we have to remind ourselves that this is still a healing process. We have to remind ourselves that our angels and guides are on our side. We have to remind ourselves that we have been through the worst. We have been through the worst, and we have to allow ourselves the opportunity, the ease. Remember when I talked about soft and gentle? Remember when I talked about how even through this time of healing and spiritual transformation, there is this need to be soft and gentle with yourself? I want you to remember that tomorrow is another day. So when you're on this path of awakening, when you're on this path of leaving the past behind, when you're on this path of learning, appreciation, and speaking your truth, and then something happens to where you feel as if you're undeserving, I want you to stop and take a step back and remember how fucking deserving you are of everything that you're about to receive, because you are worthy of everything that you are about to receive. So one more card, and then we'll move on to the spell casting oracle. Oh, thank you. Archangel Chamuel, life experiences, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, and time to spread your wings. It's time to move out of that headspace, right? The Magician, you are ready. You have the resources, you have the ability to manifest the life that you want. Life is magical. See it as magical. Spread your wings. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major arcana cards. If you had any doubt that you were going through a financial, physical, emotional, and spiritual transformation, this should clear up those doubts. This should clear up those doubts. There's no doubt here. You've come through a time of heartache and heartbreak, like freedom and financial health. You have the freedom to create the life that you want. Your spirit, remember I told you your angels, your guides, it almost feels like you're going through the spiritual transformation and your angels and guides are there with you and around you. There's a reason why I chose these angel decks, because you are being guided by your spiritual team. You're being guided by your spiritual guides, and you're being guided into a time of freedom. Now, whatever freedom that means to you, is it financial freedom? Is it releasing burdens from the past? Is it releasing emotional bullshit that you've been carrying around? Is it spiritual freedom? Whatever freedom means to you, you're going through this time of freedom to where you're able to spread your wings and you're able to create the life that you want for yourself. Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. You're okay. You're going to be okay. And when those times when ego pops in and tries to convince you that you're not, you know what you say? Fuck you, ego. Fuck you. I don't need you telling me the what's, where's, when's, why's of it alls, because Spirit has my back and I already know. And you continue doing what you're doing and be gentle on yourself. I hope that helps. Take care, you guys.